Dear seeker, know that all beings possess a landscape of the mind, thoughts, feelings arising and falling like passing weather. Understand that clarity or storms may sweep this inner terrain. Commit to nurturing mental wellness through Buddhism's timeless teachings for abundant joy and peace. The first gem: when stress grasps tightly, respond gently. Life churns change, expected, unexpected. Buddhism says accept impermanence, ride waves skillfully. Practice deep, calm breaths. Mindfulness lets you gaze at inner storms without judgment, allowing them to dissolve naturally. Meditation techniques train equanimity amid chaos. Imagine life a wild whirlpool, mindfulness a still cave in the center where you abide. Emotions always shift, sometimes smooth seas, sometimes tempests. Yet inner peace remains unchanged. The second gift: nourish beginner's mind. Approach experiences openly, ever curious as a child tasting sweet mangoes. See infinity in each moment. Practice creativity, writing, dancing, any expression. Great inspiration dwells nearby, gushing from life's mysteries. Feel joy bubble up, transforming monotony's burdens into lightness. The third blessing: tend human connections. Visit friends, practice generosity, a meal prepared for one in need, smiling greeting for all met this day. Buddhism celebrates spiritual friendships cutting through surface appearances to essence. Discover power in authentic communication for conveying sorrows and joys. Give compassion generously, receive with gratitude. Feel part of the shimmering web linking all hearts. The fourth power: master time through mindfulness. Future not guaranteed, past dissolved into shadow. The full light streams only now. Many over-focus on time's phantom domains. Buddhism says, inhabit this moment. When emotions grab strongly, name them, then return to the breath, sensations, sights and sounds nearby. Keep gliding back to now, training the mind to stillness. Fully tasted, each instant reveals eternity's nectar. The fifth force: court rejuvenating rest. Sleep repairs body, stabilizes mind. Nourishes inspiration with dreams' sweet waters. Prepare restful abode, soft lamplight, quiet music. Sink into slumber daily with equanimity, neither too much nor too little. Wake then ready to shine, thus we plant wellness seeds through Buddhism's garden. Take joy, give joy, minds tamed by present moment power, hearts opened by compassionate bonds, bodies nurtured through sleep. May all beings skillfully tend their inner landscapes, clearing weeds of destructive emotions, cultivating blooms of wisdom and loving kindness. The path meanders slowly upwards through quiet forests and steep passes before we arrive at the summit. This journey, called spiritual maturation, unfolds through phases denoted by the ever-changing scenery. We wander many years in innocence like meadows in spring, simply reveling in experience without recognition of causal interconnectedness underlying the manifold miracles perpetually blossoming and decaying. Progressively, the traveler enters slopes of questioning where once familiar vistas shift and hide themselves. The ground underfoot unpredictably metamorphoses from welcoming solidity to insubstantiality, barely supporting body and breath. Where has the old landscape vanished wherein meaning came easily? Disquiet grows into vertigo. Fear of unending freefall tempts diversion into rocky caverns of artificial certainty, frozen refuge professing permanence, thin comfort anchored in denial blind to its own impermanence. By embracing the anguished woundedness of not knowing, the pitfall of false refuge, always haunted by possibility of sudden collapse, can be avoided. This requires faith grounded not in belief, doctrine, arbitrary authority, or abstract theory, rather the courage to dwell vulnerably with direct experience itself, raw sensations, imagings, pieces of remembered stories that together form the messy unlabeled swirl perennially overflowing its banks, flooding trailing awareness. Stop seeking externally defined safety, instead inhabit the living mystery whirling through sinew, senses and cell, summoning the curious traveler to more intimate engagement, expand sensory participation with the environment. Set aside acquired filters of perception and sink bodily being into fluid interchange with clouds skating across vast cerulean expanses, granite boulders weathering gnarled and hoary testifying to eons of unimaginable transformations, icy torrents carving stone and soul. Attend patiently as worlds construct themselves within and around you. Through meditative walking practice commonly called kinhin, stabilize attention upon the movement happening in the present act of each advancing step. When awareness gets distracted by pain in knees or gravity's incessant pull upon the frame, gently return attention to sensations arriving and passing now, now, now. Track rhythm of alternating legs propelling the body onward. Subtle momentum leaning subtly forward then catching balance, weirdly predictable yet fresh in each nanosecond. Through meticulously cultivating mindfulness of walking, learn the art of gently returning attention again and again to what is arising presently. Discover peaceful abiding in sheer unrehearsed experience spontaneously present now prior to conceptual overlay. By stabilizing attention upon immediate sensations, actions and circumstances without getting distracted by mental commentary, access deepening reservoirs of calm and insight. Expand the capability for responsiveness free from reflexive reactive patterns built of conceptual interpretations. Thereby transform perspective regarding circumstances previously labeled through filters of short-sighted fear and prejudice. Become permeable witness dwelling in what Zen teachings name the free and easy nowhere of wide-open being. Discover wonder hidden nearby in mere dust illuminated by sunlight. Marvel at existence's dynamic spontaneity ever creating itself anew through weaving part with part, particle with wave, birth and death inseparable. Why seek enlightenment transcending the mortal sphere? Nirvana nowhere else than here now. Wake up to secret light shining through all phenomena great and small. Recognize the commonplace reveals the sacred in every sound and silence. Look. Listen. In self-display reality nakedly celebrates boundless vitality suffusing every arising moment through the timeless compassionate intelligence called Buddha mind. Bow down before the ordinary. Meet the 10,000 things of earth and sky with renewed respect and care. Watch as petty self-centered imagination dissolve in humility. Now crowd noises, traffic fumes, advertisements glaring loud mindlessness suddenly reverberate with mysterious clarity in finer feeling tone. Where you habitually condemned imperfections, behold life's elegant soul crafting beauty from dust constantly undergoing transformation. Marvel at the tragic grandeur of existence weaving itself from pleasures and pains, magnificence and horror. Crust and mantle miles below these brief flashes of patterned sunlight making chlorophyll dance green in leaves for a few more fleeting seasons until brown decay once again becomes rich humus where generations hence new sprouts erupt toward ancient starlit skies fading behind atmospheres also aware all occurring passes ephemeral center. No permanence but ceaseless change. Transience interpenetrates all seeming solidity. Waves rise and crash then rise again, momentarily cresting as they collapse over and over through eons passing faster than fantasy dissolves. Globular shimmering clusters of galaxies pinwheel in dazzling splendor through the deep dream darkness, as above so below. What prison binds spirit that sincere discipline fail throw wide? Behold the whole world in a dewdrop bursting crystalline upon a quivering lotus petal. As the meditator's back pain crescendos, suddenly all thoughts vanish, and for an instant original silence married to emptiness winks, remembering itself everywhere and nowhere, infinite compassionate energy waves emerging from uncarved block. So fall softly through old patterns and assumptions grown unreliable. Sink through unreliable concepts, memories, identifications accumulated through the years, then shed lightly as a snake unwinding free of last season's skin. Fall awake into original being unconfined by space and time, conditionings of gender, culture and genes. Rest gently in natural unconditioned awareness, reflecting everything clearly without clinging to any particular visions nor rejecting afflictive scenes. Discover unborn, unbound presence equally present in river sounds, breezes through pine forests and ancient chants invoking archetypal forces, wisdom held safely through dynasties waiting patiently for consciousness ripe to remember itself as the secret essence things themselves. Here may all find rest and refuge from sorrow. Come if you will, weary worldly traveler, sit with us a while, sharing simple tea, laughter, or tears, exhausted healing in marathon dark nights of the soul. Everything changes. Notice well, resilience burgeons from surrender, not grandiose spiritual postures. Meekness mends. Compassion speaks softly through unguarded eyes, as nowhere else to go, nothing else left other than this unasked for destiny work, making effort through unknowing's maze, heartbreaking yet necessary. Wu Wei, the Taoists called it, not forcing, rather trusting the process, however mysterious, unclear, or painful. Walk on, traveler, walk on through the high passes and low valleys. Some sweet day, calm dawn breaks again. Someday, home in presence, all questions vanish, answers blow away dust as spirit greets itself everywhere, perfectly disguised in imperfection's tender beauty.